So in this particular test case, what we are trying to do is we wanted to perform click operation on a radio button. So before that, we have to launch the URL, right? So in order to launch that URL, we have already write code. We already have code in
Yes.
this method. So whenever you just try to run the same single test without doing this, without running any other test cases in your class, you can directly click play button before that method. So in that case, what happens is only this particular test case will execute along with the before and after methods. So I'm just trying to run only this particular method. This particular class has several other test methods also, but this is our example, right? So I'm just try to running only this particular test. So I gave 5 seconds as a delay so that we will see the difference, like if what is happening once you click on BMW. This Honda should be unchecked automatically, even though we didn't perform any action on that. First of all, it will clicks on Honda radio button. See, after that it waits for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And whenever it clicks on BMW, this got unchecked. This is by default the radio buttons functionality. So there's now no separate methods are required to interact with radio buttons. Only thing is we need to identify the locator of that particular radio button. And similarly, we can directly write an XPath for checkboxes. For example, so after our class is done, you also try to write the same code in your own repositories, so that you will get hands-on experience.
Okay.
So now we have covered this radio button, and now we'll try to perform click operation on these checkboxes. Similarly, if you observe the element of checkboxes, this is also having ID and name. If you directly use this ID or name, you can directly click. But if you, let's assume you don't have this ID and name and you only have type and value, in that way you can frame an XPath like Control F / input, and always type for checkboxes is checkbox. If you see the type as checkbox, that will be a checkbox.
Okay.
And if it is type is radio, that means that particular element is a radio button.
Yeah. We have to remember this, all this one, right, Mahesh? Like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have
yeah.
it. Yeah.
You have, these are all basic things you have to remember.
Okay.
And so this is the XPath for BMW checkbox. So I'm just copying that XPath. That is my. So I'm just removing so that. So this is common syntax. We have a driver object that we have created. Here, the first statement is we have created a driver object. So with the
Yeah.
help of driver object, we are trying to perform action on browser. So whenever you click dot and control space, you will see different methods that driver object provides you,
Yes.
right? So here we need to find the element with the help of XPath
Expert.
and give the XPath inside and perform whatever the action that you wanted to. So here
Yeah.
I'm trying to click on checkbox of BMW, and I'll give some sleep time for 5 seconds. Unlike radio button, you can click checkboxes you don't whenever you click on some other checkboxes, the previously checked checkbox will not be unchecked, because this is the behavior of checkboxes. Like if you have 100 checkboxes, you can click on 100 checkboxes. The previous checked boxes will not be unchecked. Fetch. So I'm just trying to run this only this test case. First it checks BMW and then it should check bench. But the previously checked BMW is not unchecked now. So that's the
Yeah.
behavior. So you can, if there are 100 checkboxes, it can check hundreds, but the previously checked will not be unchecked. So that is one another example that the common UI element that you will see in any of the web applications. Similarly, so we covered radio button checkboxes. And the most common the window is also one of the if you click on open window, it opens a new Chrome window, and similarly if you click on open tab, it opens a new tab. So in Selenium we can handle this kind of functionalities as well, but before going to that we need to cover another example called alert. So whenever you click whenever you see an alert, and for example here you just clicked on alert, it shows a pop-up, but in in what becomes like the interaction on alert boxes is not straightforward. Before performing any interaction on that alert pop-up, the driver objects control has to pass from this page to this alert box. You cannot directly click OK button, like you cannot find any XPath or anything under alert box. In order to perform any action on these alert boxes, first of all you have to pass the control from this page to this alert. So the same procedure how we can do programmatically, I'll show you. So before that, in order to click in order to simulate this alert pop-up, you have to click alert button, right? So you have to identify the XPath or identifier for this alert button, and you have to perform click action on that. So for example, I just identified this element alert, and this particular thing is already having ID. Not this one. This is not the correct one.
Yeah.
Alert.
It's
Alert.
showing
Yeah,
blue.
this one.
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
This is the alert button, and if you see, there is no value as such thing. Like for example, if you see a radio button, the type as radio, and checkboxes type as checkboxes. Since it is a button, you won't see any type here, but you can see on click operation. Like this is a JavaScript code. Whenever on this button, if someone on clicks, there is a method for display alert. So internally JavaScript will call and display an alert for us. This is a HTML code, JavaScript code.
Okay.
So so in order to handle alert boxes, we have to first click on the alert button here. So we already have this drop down. Yeah, so this is one sample test case. So here what we are trying to do is, first of all we have to click on that button. So this is the web element to get the alert. So what we are doing, we are first of all clicking on the that button, and after that we have to take pass the control from the web page to the alert box, right? So this is what the uh, line of code which takes the control from web page to the alert box that you see just now. So without switching to that alert box, you cannot perform any action on that. So this is the code. For example, I'm just trying to show you in debug mode so that you will understand. Debug is nothing but what happens if you run normally, the entire block of code will execute without any stop. When you are trying to run in a debug mode, what happens is you can check line by line. For example, your control is here, and after that you wanted to wait for some time. So you can, at that time, this is very helpful when you're trying to resolve or debug issues. So you have to use this debug mode. How you can use this debug mode is right click here and below the play button, you can see debug option here. So when you're trying to run, what is the use of debug mode is you can execute your code line by line instead of a block of code. And here you have to click on the line where you wanted to stop your execution. So for my case, I gave breakpoint is here. That means the execution will stop here. I'll just give resume button. So when you click resume, it directly stops at this line number. See, you can see the blue line over here, and our control is now at this place. And you can see the page is just open, and you are not seeing any changes because we are not doing anything here. So in this line number, what we are trying to do is we are trying to identify the we are trying to locate alert button, and we are storing that locator in alert button, and this is a web element. And when you click here, rerun, not rerun, yeah, so this is the button to go line by line. For example, whenever you click here, the current line, that is line number 56, only that line will gets executed. And now the control is stopped at line number 29. Until you complete your execution at this line, you won't see alert button is clicked. So this is the alert button. It is not clicked yet. I mean, the click operation is not performed yet. So now again click here. Now you will see that button is clicked, and you will see an alert box is opened here. So that's the advantage of using debug mode. Like, you can stop your execution how much time you wanted to wait at that particular line. So that is the use of debugging mode. And now, in order to perform any action on this particular alert, you have to take the control from this page to this, right? So in order to do that, you have to write this code: driver dot switch to dot alert. So this particular piece of code will do, it takes control from the normal web page to the alert box, and this get text will gets you the text, what is the text that present on that alert box, and you can see that particular text in console. See, this is a text on the alert box. Hello, share this practice page and share your knowledge. So
Yeah.
if you, right, so you cannot get this text with using any of the XPath, or you will not see any XPath or locators for this alert box. It's just an alert box. You won't see any HTML code for this. If you inspect also, you won't see anything related to it. See, if you right click,
Yeah.
if you right click here, you won't see inspect option at all. But if you right click here, you can see the inspect option.
We can see inspect. Yeah.
So because here alert box is open, we are not able to perform right click operation here. But if you close this, you can see inspect. Whenever there is alert box, you will not be able to perform any action on this page until that particular alert box is closed. So if you try to accept now, it won't, your test case will fail because we already accepted it, and the alert box is now no more exist in that particular web page. So I'm just trying to give you an example, like what are the different cases that you might come across when an alert box is present. So see, it directly went to the exception class, like it is unable to find that alert bug, so it throws an exception. There's a resume button. Yeah. So this got failed. So I'll just try to run normally now. Test, yeah, instead of running in debug mode, I'll just run normally. Yeah, so you won't see any failures now because it printed already and it clicks on OK button. So this code is also there in my repository. Try to practice interacting with radio buttons and checkboxes and alert boxes. And there is one more type of alert box. I'll give you that for your coding practice.
Assignment. Yeah.
Yeah, assignment. So I gave you an example of click an alert box where you will see only OK button. But if you click confirm, there you can see two different options where you can perform OK button, you can click on OK, or you can click cancel. There are two other options. So I wanted you to perform same click action, and I wanted to print the same text on console. So in the same test case, I need two statements, one to click OK button and one to click cancel button. So in our next session, by next session, you have to give me this code, like to click OK, what you have to do, and in order to click cancel, what you have to do. Okay.
Okay.
Any doubts so far?
No, Mahesh, all good.
Mahesh.
Yeah, and one more thing, you guys asked us to give us the previous recordings, right? Did you get that
Yeah.
information from Satya or no?
No, no.
No,
Actually, he
no.
said he'll share, but no, we did not get.
Okay, so our HNS has a YouTube channel. So I'll give you the channel link. You will see all our previous recordings here, videos.
No, in that you don't have more videos, Satya. Only one video there is, and recorded
No,
two. Latestly, you uploaded two videos, right?
you are only seeing only a couple of videos, or
Yeah, only this one we can see on that same. We can't see more.
only these many. There are
Only
multiple.
this.
Like
I don't know.
there are multiple videos. So there are, I think, around how many? 26 videos are there totally.
Oh, okay.
Maybe those are in private
It's
mode.
all in
That's the
private.
reason.
I think so.
Let me make this as public.
We should have option for this to check all public ethicals.
Yeah, maybe it should be there, but
Actually, yeah.
visibility, public. Yeah, it is there.
Public, yeah.
So can you check now whether you are able to see all these around, I think 26 or 30 YouTube videos are there. And I'll try to upload the today's one as well.
What is the channel name, Mahesh?
H&SS solutions, or I'll ping you the URL.
Okay. Yeah, we got it.
I'll ping in the group.
Okay.
Can you try to check that?
Yeah.
Yes, Satya, we can see. Cheers, Mahesh. We can see now.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. So you can refer all those videos and try to do the assignment tomorrow, and whatever the different interaction that we discussed today and in earlier session, try to practice them. And you can also make use of some other websites, like for example facebook.com, and you try to give your username and password and try to log in, whether you are able to log in using Selenium. So you can practice just now with the help of just not with this practice website, you can use any other website. So whenever you try to use different applications, you will get different problems and you have to solve them. So that's the way of learning. Just whatever we are
Yeah.
doing here, just not stick to that. You can explore any other web applications and try to, for example, if any of your web application you have some login functionality, right, you can take that particular application also. Only thing is you have to make sure that if that particular application should not contains captcha. So if that particular application has captcha, Selenium cannot handle that. So make sure you are using whenever you type username and password and click on
It should
submit.
able to log in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So try to do those kind of scenarios, right?
Okay.
Okay. I'll try to upload the two sessions that we have today, and you
Okay.
will be seeing the latest videos as well in the channel. Okay.
Yeah, sure,
Okay,
Mahesh.
okay,
Okay.
Mahesh.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah,
Bye,
thank
Mahesh.
you.
Have a good day, Mahesh. Good night.
Good night.
Good day. Bye.